All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to extend your laptop display onto your Promethean board, and it's going to allow you to watch your kids on Teams on your Promethean board. On your laptop, while you're able to actually write on your Promethean board using your Active Inspire. So let me turn my camera around and I'm going to show you guys real quick. So first things first, I am going to go ahead and show you that the shortcut is Control F8. And if you haven't noticed, it's got the little cheater little icon there with a little laptop and an extra display. And so if you just hold down the Control and the F8, this is going to pop up. And I'm going to choose Extend. Now what that does is that basically allows my mouse, then once I move it over here and I keep moving, what that has allowed, oh, sorry, I forgot to hit HDMI in. Now my laptop is connected through my docking station. Okay, so that is connected. I can record another video to make sure that everything's connected properly if you'd like. But what you can see now is I kept moving it to the right and it assumes that this is my secondary screen. So it's almost like my mouse kept moving to the right. And if I continue moving my mouse to the right, guess what? It's going to keep moving to the right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here to the left and I'm going to take my Active Inspire flip chart and I'm going to move it over. And I'm just going to keep moving it over. And if you look up here, look what's coming. I'm going to keep moving it over to the right. And now I can do two things with this. I can either just let it go and come over here and I could touch this and just go, whoop, maximize it that way. An easy way, when I move it over, I just actually take it and I slam it up against the top. Violent that way, I suppose. And it automatically maximizes it by itself. The great thing about this is it is touch screen. So I'm able to draw on my Active Inspire. If you have not messed with the Active Inspire for Promethean board, guys, you are missing out. It is a whiteboard. So you can draw. It has all these little bells and whistles. It has math manipulatives that you can download for it, but I'll save that for another time. So now what you can do is you can come back over here. Now remember, your mouse does have to go across two displays, and this one here is, in case you haven't noticed, a really big display. So I highly recommend having a handheld mouse to use to kind of go navigate both of those. So what I would do then is I come back here to Teams and I would go to my meeting and I'm going to go ahead and go to my class meetings and I'm going to create a meeting. Knowing my luck, I'm probably going to have some students join. So don't be surprised. I might have to not show, I don't know what I'll do if they pop in. So I'm currently in there. I'm also going to join from my iPad. Let's see. I'm going to join because I want you to see what happens when I see the classroom. So I'm in here as two people, and in case you didn't know, you can actually join with two devices, and that's an excellent way to be able to kind of use, you can use like your phone or something as like a document camera. It might lag, but that's also another bunny trail of things that you can do. So now that you see me talking to myself, I'm going to share my screen because I want to actually share the whiteboard. So I'm wanting to share this awesome, lovely artwork that I have here. This is my little remembrance of Sunny the Snake, who just recently passed away. R.I.P. Sunny. Right? I'm sure Camilla's very sad. So we're going to go up here to share screen. So I've got to bring my mouse over here. I'm going to share. So the biggest difference is if you shared your screen before with your kids, you just had this option to share your screen. But now you'll see I have a secondary screen. Now remember, if you're going to be sharing sounds, don't forget to turn on computer sound. You want to include that. But for now, I'm not sharing any sounds. I've just gotten in the habit of, I click that on anyways though. Just because that way I don't have to go back and unshare and turn it back on or whatever. I don't have to deal with that. But I'm going to share this. The alarming or it throws me off every time is it still minimizes teams. So that's probably the most just annoying thing. It's just that you have to click here and pull your team back up. So I get to see my classroom here. I'm going to do my work up here, but guess what my class sees? So I'm going to draw on the board right now. And I'm going to draw a sweet little heart. Some more hearts. And you can see them in real time. As I'm teaching, the kids can see that I'm writing on the board. And they can see, I mean, my little icon down at the bottom, they should see my camera, but I've joined the meeting myself, so that kind of adds a conflict of cameras or whatever. So that's why I'm not showing up in the bottom down there myself. But you're able to go in and write and talk with your students and teach, and they're able to go ahead and follow along as you're writing or you're teaching on the screen while you're teaching, and you're still able to see if Johnny's sleeping, if, unfortunately you can see if somebody's picking their nose, but, you're able to see who's there, who's not, who's paying attention. You can be like, hey, so-and-so, can you go ahead and share with me? All kinds of helpful things like that. It's been so much easier since I can see who's actually paying attention, or if they don't know how to use the raise hand feature, they're literally sitting there doing this to raise their hand because they want to share out their answer. So I hope that helps.